Yo, what's up guys? So in this video, we're going to be playing some ladder with Icebow. And yeah, I haven't uploaded it in a few days because I've had like a pretty bad cold. But hopefully I can get a video out today. Gonna try my best just to get a few quick wins with Icebow, since I don't want to go like that long without uploading. And gonna be facing this like weird minor witch deck to start off. So not really sure what his full deck's gonna be. Probably just some off meta stuff. We'll have to wait and see though. So I'm just gonna go. I mean, he did use Miner, which is like a decent like answer to the Icebow, I guess, if paired with something else. But yeah, okay, I wanted to wait to see what else he had before I went in with an Icebow. We can definitely go opposite lane now though, since he did go Giant in the back. And I think we could just like Tesla in the middle, and with our King activated, it should be like pretty easy to defend, I would say, since he doesn't have like a Miner in hand. If he does, we could just like go Ice Whiz. Maybe could have tried to predict it in the back. It would have been better, but still not going to take too much damage, so could have been worse there. And the Miner makes things a bit more tricky, but I think like Giant decks, Icebow typically does decent against, since you have a pretty solid. And also, yeah, he had to Fireball that, because like, I knew he didn't have anything in Cycle if he went Knight in front there. So we do end up getting a few hits there on his right tower. So I'm just gonna take on my log here and then see what he's gonna do. I could like rocket his Giant or something if he plays it in the back in this matchup. Okay, I don't know why he's like spammed all of his elixir at the bridge, because it gives me a free Tesla rocket, and he can't really do anything about it. So, and we also have his Giant out cycled now, so possibly able to go in for an offensive Icebow, maybe get something going. But yeah, entering double now, this might just be a rocket cycle match, to be honest. Because I feel like he can't really punish me that much if I just, like, rocket his tower a bunch of times. Especially if he gives me any value, like with a Valk in the back like that. Hopefully we can maybe get this to lock. I'm going to try to Tornado the Valk out of range. So yeah, he does go with the late Fireball, but we get some Expo damage out of it, so definitely going to take that. And then, okay, he's actually going to go in with the Valk, which is kind of weird, since he doesn't have, like, anything else to support the Giant with. So I'm just gonna go log. Those goblins do end up catching his Miner and my Knight as well, which is pretty nice. So he's gonna go Zap. I think we might be able. Okay, never mind. I have to Tesla up high since he went Fireball, so I wasn't sure if the Giant was gonna get a hit or not. But let's go in for an Expo here, getting my Tornado ready. Yeah, so sometimes they play their Giant like right next to their tower, and if he did that, I was gonna go Tornado to try to pull it out of range of the Expo, like we did last time with the Valk, but he ended up playing it right at the bridge, which I guess is the smartest thing to do if you're facing any Icebow Tornado deck. So let's just go ahead and pre-plant a Tesla in the middle here. And he's gonna Fireball my Ice Whiz. They're not in a tower though, so I don't really care. And it's gonna spam us with a Giant. Let's take a log, and then go Knight Ice Whiz. I'm gonna take prediction. Well, not really prediction NATO, but just want to get it ready for his Miner, so we can pull a King Tower and not take that much damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go defensive Icebow. I don't think his Giant back in cycle quite yet. And it's gonna Fireball. Once again, like, doesn't even Fireball, like, hitting my tower as well. I don't think he could have there, but I think just, like, Fireballing my Ice Wizard when it's up high like that doesn't really do him anything. So let's go Rock on his Valk. I can't get punished for that play because I have a defensive Icebow on the map, so he has to just play into it. Also, I don't know what that Miner Fireball was. He just Fireballed like a 1 HP Tesla and like a 1 HP Knight as well. So that was a really weird play. I'm gonna go offensive Icebow. Might be able to Tornado everything together if he like stacks a bunch of units. Okay, let's just go Knight, and I'm gonna Ice Whiz low. Probably have to let this Icebow die since there's no way we get any damage. So I'm just gonna go Tornado on his Miner, pull it to my King Tower. So about 30 seconds left. I think we should have the game in the bag though, since he can't really beat me in this spell cycle since I have a rocket. I just throw 2 rockets in like 20 seconds if I need to catch up in damage. But with him only having a Fireball and a Miner, and we Tornado his Miner to my King Tower, I think there's not really too much our opponent can do here. But let's just be sure not to choke. Gonna go log, Tesla in middle. I get ready for his Miner. He's gonna prediction NATO it this time. so it doesn't get any damage. Pretty obvious he's gonna place it in the back. Go rocket tower and log in defense. His giant does get a hit, but it's not gonna be quite enough damage, so we will end up coming out there with the win. I do think it's a pretty good matchup for us because like he can't really punish me for the rocket cycle, especially when we do have that king tower activation. Alright, so we found a game against PJ1. And yeah, once again, if I do sound a bit off, I actually thought I had COVID at first because I was working like on a history project with someone who did end up having COVID. But I had a negative test, which is, I guess, pretty good, since I really don't like missing school, since like it's just like a ton of homework to make up. But yeah, let's just focus on the game here. He's gonna cycle Valken back, probably like maybe Drill or Graveyard, one of those things. I can't really think of anything else that is Valk. Alright, Baby Drax is gonna be a Graveyard deck, probably just regular Splash Yard, but maybe some like Bowler Freeze variant could be possible as well. Now he has Tombstone, so definitely gonna be the classic Splash Yard deck, or I guess it technically the regular version runs like Knight or Skelly King. I guess Valk is not as common, but yeah, I don't think, like with 3.0 Icebow, it's a really good matchup, but when you're using Icebow, you don't have the archers for the easy cleanup on the graveyard skellies. Like Ice Wiz is not as good at dealing with the skeletons, so I feel like Graveyard probably has an okay matchup against Icebow, but it's definitely so winnable. So he still has to deal with my Icebow. I'm gonna prediction Tornado his Ice Wiz. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but it was also gonna help damage the Tombstone anyways, so I think it was still worth it. Yeah, so we don't get any Icebow damage out of that. But maybe we can go in now. I think he doesn't have Valken Cycle quite yet, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I feel like he doesn't have any ground cards in hand, so I'm gonna go Expo right now. This is a good play, I think. Alright, nice. So yeah, good recognition on our end. He didn't have Barbell, Tombstone, or Valken Cycle, which are his only ground cards. I think he also did not have an Ice Wizard either. So we literally caught him in the worst possible hand. I think his hand right there was Tornado, Baby Dragon, and then Poison and something else. But he didn't have a good cycle to defend that for sure. So definitely able to get a ton of damage and probably set us up to win this game, since we are going opposite lane, which is also quite good in this matchup. Since he has to keep going Poison on the left tower now, if I just keep going Expo on the left. And it's kind of just going to even out the tower damage. So I think in this case, I probably don't offensive Expo, because it wouldn't really do too much. It gives him a free Poison Barbaro, and there's no way we would get like an Expo lock and get any damage out of it. So I don't know why he's going with Valk right now. He's going to die to my defensive Expo anyways. And he's actually going to go really aggressive with the Graveyard. Definitely making some weird plays, I would say. Like, he doesn't have a Poison in hand, I don't think, for my Ice Wiz. I just don't know why he went in so aggressive there. So Tombstone on defense. If he poisons here, I can't really do anything about this Expo. She's going to die. But he's not going to poison, actually. So I'm going to go log, maybe get a few takes on tower after the Tombstone dies. Alright, perfect. So that's actually some solid damage. He can go Ice Wiz up high for his Baby Dragon. And then I think I'm going to go Expo again, to be honest. Like, even if he poisons, I don't really care. Once again, she's going to even out the tower damage. And, like, prevent him from really going offensive, since he doesn't have a poison for my Ice Wiz. Then, like, his Graveyard's not going to get that much damage. So let's just head over to Tesla Pie right now. And might be able to Rocket Cycle eventually. Since in triple, it's going to be pretty difficult to get a lock, I feel like. Let's go Ice Wiz and then just Expo. And, like, if he went Poison on that, he wouldn't be able to defend my offensive Expo, since like you kind of need a Poison to defend it. Let's see here. He's gonna just that, which is fine. I'm gonna go log Skellies, try to catch the Barbaro, and then just go defensive Expo. It's gonna help out if he goes like a Graveyard on the right side, since like even if he poisons my Ice Wiz or something, my Expo is gonna help out with the Skellies. So I feel like we're not going to take too much damage. I'm just going to rocket his tower. Don't really need to log on defense, since we have like our Tesla, Expo, and the Ice Wiz I was helping out against all the Graveyard Skellies. So let's see, I'm actually going to Tornado all of this like back, so my Expo locks. And then it's going to go log. I don't really care if that locks. I think we won. Yeah, I could go rocket on tower, and it should do enough damage. Alright, nice. So beating a pretty, I guess that's not even that good of a matchup when we're using Icebow. So yeah. So hopping into one more game here, gonna be facing Lords from Nova UK. Let's just go ahead and cycle Skellys back to start off. I feel like when you're using Icebow, you have to be a little bit more careful about your starting plays, as opposed to like 3.0 where you can pretty much use anything, and it's not really too punishable. Like, of course, you don't want to fireball first play or anything, but you can like go archer the back. But like if you're using Icebow and you cycle Ice Wiz at the start, then it can be a little bit risky if they have like maybe a Golem Night Witch deck, and they just like go all in opposite lane, and then you don't have your Ice Wiz in cycle, and you can't really cycle back to it pretty fast since Icebow doesn't have like as fast of a cycle as 3.0. But yeah, he's probably gonna have an E-Golem deck. I think this should be a hard counter for me, but it's still like very chokeable if you play bad in single. And also, I'm not really an Icebow player, so I'm destined to lose these types of matchups where it should be really easy. So let's hopefully not choke this. I don't think that E-Drag splashed on my tower, but I'm gonna Tesla anyways, just so I don't leak Elixir. And then he might try to build a huge push in the back, since I feel like when double Elixir hits, there's not really too much the Elixir Golem player can do to try to win. But it looks like he's not just going to try to play things passively. And he splits E-Barbs in the back. I think he's going to healer in front for some reason. I don't really know why. Oh wow. Actually, that was a decent offensive on his end. Like, offensive heal spirit, since I didn't have my login cycle. So I think he was hoping to like heal everything up. We do get a nice King Tower activation though on that battle healer, which should help us out going into the rest of the match against defending all of his Elixir Golem pushes. Let's go Icebow opposite lane. He doesn't have a battle healer in cycle, so it's always a decent play to Icebow when they don't have their healer. And just getting my rocket ready so we can hit his Electric Dragon right away. And we'll allow my Icebow to get a hit. I think he had enough for a healer, but it, like, kind of just caught him off guard there, which is pretty nice. Do get a ton of damage out of that Icebow, and then pull a nade on my Ice Wiz in, which is fine. I can just go with the Knight. Should deal with everything fine. And then I think, okay, let's go Icebow since my tower's locked in this baby drag. And then we get a Tesla to finish it off. Not the best E-Golem since he places it right on top of my Knight. And then Icebow's gonna lock for a few ticks. Let's go Ice Wiz on top because my Tesla's will lock in this drag. Yeah, so we're in actually a really good spot. I can go Icebow once again since we have a Tesla that has some HP. It's gonna help out on this offense against whatever he plays. I'm actually gonna tank that E-Barb. Actually, maybe I should Skelly just to make sure like we don't lose our whole tower. But I'm hoping we get like the better damage trade. I mean, that could have been better for us. Maybe I should have went Skelly's a little bit earlier on that one E-Barb so it didn't get as much damage. Alright, let's just Tornado that back. Alright, nice. So as long as we catch the E-Drag here with our Tesla, we should be able to win. Alright, nice. So, yeah, I knew he wanted to E-Drag away from my other Tesla so it wouldn't get hit. So, good catch on our end. It's going to be a GG. As I said, pretty good matchup for Icebow, I would say. And that is going to conclude it for the video. I'm going to go now, just like get some sleep. Hope you enjoyed the video.